Hey, what is up guys? My name is Andy. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to talk about the 5 things you need to know before you buy the PELAGOS 39. This watch is amazing and I know you guys want to try it out and go and buy it and to experience it and stuff, but maybe your ID doesn't have it and stuff and you want to know what are the differences between the Black Bay 58 or if it's very cool and how does it wear and stuff. But one of the things that I don't recommend is maybe you have a Black Bay 58 and you want to sell it to get the PELAGOS 39 because you know it's going to be actually the same because they are 39 millimeters and it's Tudor and I like this snowflake dial. Yes, but you need to know that your Black Bay 58 is different, super different. It has the gilt dial or maybe it has a blue dial. And it is stainless steel. That is my main reason that maybe you should wait or you should try on this watch and see how you feel, because they are very different watches and they actually can coexist in the same collection. One is stainless steel, one is titanium, one is duller or darker tone, and the other one is more whiter, more shinier. And I think that the Black Bay 58 is more a everything watch to do everything. You can do anything and go anywhere with that watch because it's a stainless steel. It just wears very different and beautifully combined with your tuxedo or I don't know, shorts or maybe just a casual attire because titanium is more darker, is more sportier, is much buffer, and it feels very different, and the finishing on the watch is very dull and very buff. I don't know how to explain it, but it is very different than steel. Because the first thing you're gonna notice is the sheen on the watch. The watch just absorbs light. Sometimes I can see the watch a lot more darker than in other lights, the titanium one, and with the stainless steel that doesn't happen. So it's gonna work very different. The second thing you need to know before you buy the PELAGOS 39 is that yes, it's 39 millimeters on paper, but it just wears a little bit bigger than your Black Bay 58. The Black Bay 58 is 39 millimeters in diameter because the bezel is flush with the case. But the PELAGOS 39, the case is 39 millimeters, but the bezel is 40 millimeters. I've seen the video from Adrian Barker. He measured the watches and it actually feels a bit bigger because the bezel is a bit bigger than the case, so it's going to wear a little bit more bigger buffer and rougher than the Black Bay 58. Why? Because of the titanium, because of the darker tone of the watch, and because of the bezel that is 40 millimeters. So that's why the watch feels buffer, bigger. And actually feels a little bit bigger, even though this watch has proportions that are exactly the same as the Black Bay 58 or a little bit smaller than the Black Bay 58, like the lock-to-lock. This is a smaller case in the lock-to-lock. So it's going to wear differently. It's going to wear much more bigger and buffer and not that nice with a suit. So the third thing that you need to know before you buy the PELAGOS 39 is that the bezel and the dial are Sunburst. But the thing that for me is very important to you to know is that everybody's talking about the Sunburst and it's very noticeable and oh my God, why this has to be matte? Is it PELAGOS? Yes. But the thing is that you've seen the watch in pictures or in videos from Tudor and they are enhancing that Sunburst in the dial and in the bezel for you to know that it is a Sunburst. And when you are watching this watch or when you're seeing this watch in your AD, the light is very, very harsh. So the watch is going to be super different in natural light. Because the harsher light, the harder light there is, the shinier and sunbursty the watch gets. I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but right now I can see the watch that it just looks super matte. I cannot see any sunbursty, shiny dial. But yeah, I can see that the bezel has the lines, like a sunburst, but it's not shiny. It's kind of matte, and it just looks like kind of a ghost grayish bezel for me right now. And the dial looks very, very black and matte for me right now. I cannot see the sunburst. So with this light, and it's not that dim, I have a light bouncing off, and I have this blue light here. It's not dark, and I can see the watch that it feels very matte here. But when you go outside and see the watch, when the sunlight hits the watch, yes, it's going to be a sunburst in the dial, but it's just very subtle, and it's not that shiny. It's a very, very matte shininess. I don't know how to explain, but you have to see that in person. So that's why I'm telling you guys that you have to experience the watch outside your AD to know if you like this watch or not, and to know if you like the sunburst on the watch. So the fourth thing that you need to know before you buy this watch is the clasp is actually the same lug to lug as the watch, and I can see it right now. It is spot on the same length of the watch. I think it's 46 or 47 millimeters, and it is exactly that bigger, and it's bigger than any other Black Bay. Is bigger than the Black Bay Pro, is bigger than the Black Bay 58, is bigger than the Black Bay Chronos. And if you have a small wrist and you think that this one is going to fit your wrist because it's 39 millimeters, just take in consideration that this clasp is very big. And also this part, the extension, it's going to show here on my wrist, and it's going to show a lot outside the clasp. So take that into consideration. It's a hefty, bigger clasp here, and just for you to know that this is going to wear big on your wrist. And the fifth and last thing that you need to know about this watch is that the hands has a dimmer lume than the bezel and the indexes. I've seen it with Adrian Barker. He shows a video that, well, he didn't notice it, but I noticed it. He shows the lume on this watch, and I've seen that the hands has a little bit dimmer lume than all the other parts there's lume in the watch. And I prove it on my home, and I just shine a UV light, a torch to this watch, and I prove it. The hands dim before and a little bit faster than the other parts that this watch has lume. So that's for you to know and take in consideration, and maybe just don't get it by surprise when you get this watch. So that's been it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about these 5 things that you need to know. Did you know anything about this watch before you watch this video? Let me know in the comments down below. Please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I am going to talk about more of this watch, and if you like to see them, well, you click the bell notification button for you to know when I am posting these videos. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and remember, I am Andy, and I'll be here spending time watching time.